Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing the update what's going on at the garage. So, 1987 Chevy Monte Carlo SS. We have this car running absolutely beautiful. And look at how nice everything looks under the hood. Those hoses were all the silicone blue. And the blue was that color right there. Everything was that color. The spark plug wires, the hoses. There was hose coverings all over everything. Wire loom. This hose here, the bottom hose, they were all blue. This line here was blue. The wire loom was all blue, and it just was horrible looking. It really was. It was terrible. We also found that the intake manifold was leaking severely out of the back. It was leaking oil out of the back from the valley. So we pulled everything off, took the manifold off, and then what we do is on the China rail, you see that bead right there? That is silicone. We put a bead of silicone on there. The manifold gasket set comes with a rubber gasket that's supposed to go across the China rail front and rear. The problem is, as the car heats up, warms up, cools off, heats up, warms up, cools off, it squishes those rubber gaskets out and they start to leak. Sometimes it happens right away, other times it'll take years for it to happen. We use a very flexible silicone on that, so this way there is no problem with it. And when you run a nice thick bead on the China rail, you let it sit for about 15, maybe 20 minutes till it skins over. Then you have to take the manifold and set it down perfectly in place. You cannot make it go front or back. You have to set it down and be right on the holes for all your bolts to go into the head. These bolts right there. And if you don't do it that way, if you move that manifold back or forth, you can make the silicone break its seal. If you do it correctly, if you let it skin over, and the reason you're letting it skin over is so when you do set the manifold down and the silicone squishes out, it has a skin on it and it holds it in place. It will not fall off of anything. And on the inside of the motor, that's where you want it. And we also will let it sit at least overnight for that silicone to fully cure, because once you start it up and you get that oil circulating inside the motor, the silicone can fall off, drop into your oil pan, and get into your oil pump filter, your screen, and clog that up. Or it can get into an oil passage and clog up the passage. Now you're killing your oil from going wherever it needs to go. So yeah, a lot done to this car. Look at how beautiful that motor is running. So this car runs absolutely gorgeous, and we went ahead, cleaned up the whole interior. Look at how nice it looks now in here. All the windows are done, dusted everything off, cleaned all the gauges off, everything. Look at the beautiful, this car is absolutely a gorgeous car. So yeah, we're gonna, oh, there, yeah, there's the old cap cover that was on the distributor cap, and you can see that here. I'll show you where that went. That went right there. So we put a different one on there. But yeah, so there you go, guys. I'll take you for a ride in a little bit. Have a good one. Okay, bye.